Hey everyone, Langrisser here, coming at you with another video for Langrisser Mobile. And I know it's been a while since I've done a video on one. I should have done one when I had Luna maxed out her bonding and lead in to show the stat changes. But I was just so excited, I just like jumped the gun like right away. So I didn't really do it like I was supposed to. So I apologize for that. So today's video is mostly going to be about my account progress that I had since my last video on it, and also to talk about basically the future banner that I'm gonna go for and that I'm gonna like whale the crap out of, because I'm super excited to to pull for this future unit, and I'll talk about that later. I do have some of the I was able to go on Reddit, and thanks to some of the people on there, they were able to translate some of the skills that are already for that unit, and it will also show the other unit, which she's not really not one I'm really looking forward to, but I mean I'll more likely get her. But the other one that I'm really hoping for, I'm gonna like put a crap load into it and see if I could 6-star her day one as she comes out. If not, well, I mean, I hope to do it before like the banner goes away. But anyways, let's go into my account, and before I actually do show y'all, I'm not trying to like gloat about my account or anything, because I do well a lot on this game, but I didn't allocate all my stuff the way I should be. I just want to show y'all basically, because I don't really play it like some other people do, where they're just like, oh, just play like go with this team and this team, or go with these units, focus on that only. This is me just personally working on my own account and doing things my way. Again, I'm not trying to gloat about my account or anything. I just really want to show you out the way where my account is, and hopefully to see if maybe some of y'all would like to see the way other people play, because like, if y'all should know already, I'm strictly basically Legion of Glories, and I'm slowly going into Princess faction, but also Dark Reincarnation. And first thing that you can already tell is, yes, I played Renee. I was so excited when I got her. I went as far as I could, but I only got one of her, but I got a dupe Leonhardt, so I did get both. And I was currently I am going hard in her trial, or her Gate of Fate, so I do have her 4-star right now. So let me just show her where she's at right now. These are basically the skills I'm using, and these are basically the equipment I got. Now, with the rune staff, funny story, before the banner went away, for the equipment, I was just like, let me just see what I could do. If I get a SSR, you know, I'll probably stop. Boom. And literally like 3 multis in, or two, I want to say second multi in, I got a rune staff. I was like, oh crap, I got a rune staff. Nice. And after that, I was just like, I ain't gonna get nothing else. I literally skipped it, and I got 2 more in the same multi. I was like, holy shit, like what are the chances of getting like three of these in one multi? I wish I had the picture, but I don't. I'll try to look for it and see if I can post it or something. But yeah, I was really excited when I got this, and I was able to 6-star like day 1 too when I got it. So the reason why I have the rune staff on her is because I mostly use her for single target skills, so this really comes in handy. So it basically increases the damage by 50%. And of course, when actively entering battle, 50% chance of afflicting the enemy with a vulnerable debuff. And of course, it lasts for 1 turn. I did get another Tenuous robe, or no. This is the one I had on Lana, and I'm gonna have it on Renee. Now the Sharon is only there for now because I don't have an SSR gear for her, or helmet for her yet. I don't even have one for my Lana, surprisingly. I'm still trying to get their ones that fit best for them, but for now she still doesn't have Sharon until maybe I get another not Sage's Hat, the one that causes the magic defense debuff on enemies. And I did get 2 Eye of the Beholder, so my Lana has one and my Renee has one. So this is basically the setup I'm using right now for her. Of course, this is gonna change. So that's my Renee. Everyone else is basically just moving up little by little. I'm trying to work on my Angelina. Finally made her a flyer class, and my Citadel becomes 4-star tomorrow on reset. And another big improvement I'm working on is Matthew, and oh, it's level wise. I was like, why the hell is she up there? I know she's not that strong. Anyways, My Luna made her 5-star. That's really good. I am working on her assault gear. These are what she's running currently. And I did start working on her Holy Pegasus units. So right now they're at level 8. I just need 2 more levels to get them to level 10. And of course this 84% chance will go up to 100%. I'm still trying for the Owner's Bow to try to change her into an archer class, but that ain't going well. Now, the one I'm really proud of that I worked on is Lana. Her intellect is still pretty low. That's my problem. But I do have Azeroth on her along with her Black Bride, and this is actually helping me a lot. So with the conjunction with the Black Bride, of course, when entering battle, she causes a random powerful debuff on the enemy, which of course helps the Azeroth by increasing the intellect by 15%. And of course, when attacking, she has a 30% chance to stun the enemy after battle. This is really fun to use because, you know, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I hope you freaking, like, oh, I don't want them to move, and then I'm just like, oh, stun. I'm just like overhyped when I had that happen. And of course, I do have another Eye of the Beholder. This is the other one. This is the one I'm trying to get a dupe up for Renee, but I just haven't had the luck. Sucks, I know. Anyways, that's my Lana. She's at 5-star. I'm gonna keep her at 5-star for a good while. Bozelle went up to 5-star thanks to this event, and depending on what I'm doing, I switch out the Veil of Light for the speed boots for Bozelle, but you know, it's basically what I run. I was using this setup for the goblins, the new ones that came out, so I mean, that's kind of iffy. Going back and forth on that. So yeah, I'm really working on my Dark Reincarnation team since I have Renee, and I'm pushing forward her as much as I can to get her 6-star as fast as possible. Leadin, he's almost 6-star. I did pull a dupe of him, so I was just, you know, just like, you know what, just go for it. I'll make him 6-star. He's already almost there anyway, so might as well. Elwyn, I was able to get to 6-star, and I was able to get his weapon. So basically, it's like him having Full Moon plus a clock enchant at the same time with this weapon, so it helps really good. As far as equipment wise, I'm not really trying to change it at all. I would say maybe change this for Bloodline, but I mean, if he's always going to be healing, I don't really see the point, honestly. So that's my Elwyn. Now, the main topic in which I know some people, or the main person I know a lot of y'all are maybe hopefully pretty excited to see, is my Cherry. My Cherry is now at 6209 battle power. It took a lot. I'm not gonna lie. So here, as you can see her attack, if you add this up, it's at 993. I am literally 7 attack away from hitting that 1k like I'm supposed to, or like I've been wanting to. And can I reach it? Yes. Ragnarok is literally 4% off from 15% attack. So even with that alone, I can hit over 1,000 attack. Last Rites is pretty good. I really don't even think I even want to change this. This is really good. I don't know if I'll even ever touch this for her. Jomonger's Eye, I do want to change this to see if I could get, hopefully keep the 5% attack but get a static attack value. This could also help. Even if it was a 7, boom, she's at 1,000 attack natural. HP percent, I wouldn't mind this going up as well. My Slayer's Emblem I did work on. I was able to get 10% attack with 7 static with 3% defense. As much as I would like to change this to, so I mean, these two could stay. It's just I wish this was HP. That alone could help me. Now then, for where she's at right now, I literally have the third, basically in terms of power standing, third for Cherry and the Salret server. And these two guys are just like beating the crap out of me. And the only reason why they're beating me is basically because of the, oh, he's putting up to me. Yeah, my guild leader's like, he was up there, but I kind of knocked him off. Anyways, I was able to talk to TJ Ace about his. I was able to message him on Discord. And if I was to look at his Cherry, my Cherry literally kind of has his beat and stat wise. 2692 health. I believe mine's a little lower, but if I was to increase my soldiers and max him out, because he's like literally 2 away from maxing his out, and I'll show you which ones I mean. Like, he was almost done. He could basically almost hit 6,400. So if my soldiers were about the same as his, I may be first in the server. So yeah, This guy I'm not really worried about. I'm worried about TJ. So let me show you my progress on my flyers. So of course this is all max. I was able to get these 3 max, and of course my Holy Pegasus at level 8. And this is where I'm currently at. Right here are the ones I'm really worried about. These 3 right here. So the way TJ Ace has this one is maxed. This one is maxed, and this one's at 18. Now the only reason why it's stopping me right now is because once you hit level 14, you literally need to like farm these like a lot. And when I saw this pop up, I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it's not pretty. So this is where I'm at. Luckily for me, when the weekly resets hit, I basically buy the Aniki materials. So I'm going to be spending these on the oils. But as I do want the attack, but also would like the survivability. And since I already have like 30 of these, I might as well just go for these 2 at the HP and the defense. So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm pretty excited. I'm almost there, you know, finally hitting number 1 for Cherry in my server. Where I'm at right now, I'm not really concerned about leveling everybody else. I'm basically trying to even it out. Timeless Trial, I'm surprised I was actually able to beat SS. And now I'm at SSS, and I don't think I could beat it, which is fine. I really wouldn't mind the 10 keys, extra keys a week. That would make 20. But for now, I'm just content with getting the SSR accessories, so I'll just keep doing this. As far as temples go, I'm not really concerned about trying to hit 65, even though I know it would help me a lot. But I still haven't beat Scylla on 65. I still haven't beat Phoenix on 65. But I am able to beat the Valkyrie and Leviar at 65. So I'm content with those 2 for now. I still gotta do my training school. And dragons, I already beat them all on level 70, so that's good. So, now that get that out of the way. This is the person I am most excited to get that's coming later for Langrisser. Her name's Claret. Now that you're thinking white hair, ooh, she must be Luna's descendant. If you guessed that, then you are correct. So the way the descendants tree goes, it's Luna, Narm, Cherry, and voila, we get Claret. Now, I don't even know how I stumbled upon Claret. It was just, I think it was one of my guildmates I had asked. I was like, oh, who's Claret? And then someone, one of my guildmates she's like, oh, she's a little cutie that I'm excited to go, waiting for her to come in. I was just like, little cutie, like, I gotta know. Well, I did my research and I did find the banner. And I'll post that in the description for the future banners. And I did find her. Now she also comes with the Archer Alestriel, I believe that's how you pronounce it, which is one of the ones for the bonding quest that you usually do, where you have to escort her, and she like starts in the middle of the castle map, and then she like makes her way far left, goes all the way up top, and then goes far right. So apparently that's the banner that she's gonna be coming in with Claret. Now, Claret is gonna be in the Princess faction. As for, I think the Meteor as well. I forgot what the third one. Oh, the Yelis Legend faction as well. Now, the reason why I'm excited for this is because of her talents, and well, also because, you know, hello, Cherry's descendant too. Also, she's like really cutie. So I had to agree with my guildmate there on that one. But the other thing is that she is a flyer class. She doesn't use angels, but she's going to be using the Holy Pegasus that Luna uses whenever she's a flyer. And the other thing that struck me good was that she's going to be the first infantry tier 3 for the Princess faction. I know that as much exciting as that is, apparently I did find out that a lot of people in the CN server don't use her as an infantry. They all use her as a flyer, and I could see why. I did screenshot these, and I did kind of crop them, and this is what I found from the Reddits. Apparently Claret has an active skill called Thunderbolt, which does physical damage of 1.6 times damage to an enemy. If you kill the target, the skill's cooldown is reduced by 3 rounds. Otherwise, you can take another action but suffer the effect of damage dealt minus 50% for 1 turn. So it's kind of like a Thunder, but The only drawback to this is that you don't get another turn unless you don't kill the target. Now, this could be done. You could use this as a conjunction to either finish off an enemy, or if you don't, you could always have a retreat after that. Um, so that's one thing. Apparently, she does have Wind Ride, which is the one. What her passive is on the tier 2 Dragon Knight called Wind Ride. Pretty sure we have that name in use. Yes, we do. This passive is physical damage increased by 5% for every one square moves before attacking, up to 25%. That's not the wind. That's the Wind Ride that should not be Wind Ride, because that's the same. I believe that's the same one that. No, that's Wind Spiral. Anyways, so this is pretty big because this is basically having her as a Leon, except you don't get the damage reduction. Now let's go into the Alistreo. Since it's here, she gets Emerald Magic. This is the Archer class. This is the Archer. Physical damage deals 1.3 times physical damage with additional damage against flying. Before battle, it dispels up to 3 debuffs on yourself. For every debuff dispelled, damage is increased by 10%. After battle, inflict the enemy with the dispelled debuffs. This is big. In my opinion, I think this is really big. Her passive is on the tier 2 Wolf Rider. When on forest, mountain, or plains field, unit is not affected by melee damage reduction. Basically, she has the EMB at all times, extreme magic bow at all times when she's on these. And when entering a melee battle, damage received is reduced by 20%. And of course, finally, her base class comes with a unique active called Cover Fire. And physical damage attacks an enemy for 1.25 times damage. If you're on defensive terrain before the attack, deal fixed damage before battle. Damage is equal to 2 times attack. Now, this is where Clarette's infantry is. Clarette gets Roar and Last Stand in her infantry line, as well as a new command aura that adds 30% skill. Her tier 3 Jagged Master also has Crush and has a tier 2 Cavalier class that gets Blast. Base class is First Aid and Wind Blast, the 0.3 times AoE damage that Cherry gets as well. For soldiers, if he gets this right, it's Mass Maids and Dark Guards. Griffin Knights are as Dragon Masters, and he feels like she's meant to be infantry. This is where it's the units for the infantries. I could see why, but I would have to kind of disagree because after kind of the YouTube videos that I've seen on it. For Alistreo, she gets Roundabout and Onrush as a Wolf Rider tier 3, as well as Hussars. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ranger Path gives the same skill command or Cleric gets, and attack support, the small one. This is basically, I think, the 15%, I believe, or the 10% for all allies. Her base class gives her persistence, apparently, what he thinks. It's 12% defense on attacking. And this is his what he assumes is the translations. Hopefully it is right. Now, from what this is, it sounds pretty you're like pretty sure some of you are like, I don't really see the reason why you would want Clarette, except for the fact that she's Cherry's descendant, she's a cutie and stuff like that. This is where the fourth picture of the cropping comes in. This is her talents. Damage dealt plus 5, 10, 15%, and damage received minus 5, 10, 15, and 20% when attacking. At the end of the turn, the remaining move is converted into a movement bonus up to 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's pretty big. That's a Leon up there, basically. And if you add in, what is it, under 3? If you add in her passive, the Wind Ride, physical damage increases by 5% for every 1 square move before attacking, up to 5. If that stacks with this, that's pretty big damage dealt. Which I don't think it is, but I would like to test that. So basically what this guy's saying, if you have her at 6 stars and stand on turn 1 immediately, she has a 5+5 move on turn 2 if she's a flyer. And of course, okay, so this is a unique passive that Rodolph was talking about, the unique passive that gives 5+5% damage per square move. So from this, I'm guessing it stacks with her talent. That's why I want her, and that's why I want to 6-star her. Now let's just go into Alistair before I talk about what I saw people doing and why they keep her as flyer. Alistair, damage and crit rate are increased by 1, 2, 3, 4% per square moved, up to 5, 10, 15, and 20%. When passing over defensive terrain, movement penalty is reduced by 1, 2, 3, and 4. That last one, apparently the way he says it is, this last one means that Calvary normally use 3 moves to traverse defensive terrain, and Alistair ignores that. He thinks water takes 4, but not sure. Translation errors are possible. So these two units are pretty good, honestly. If I'm not mistaken, Alistair is a meteor as well. I really did forget. I'm really bad at that. But the fact that Claret's talent is somewhat equal to Leon's, but in my opinion, better. That is why I want her. She's basically the flyer version of Leon with no penalty bonus. Now, this is just my opinion. So, the reason why I want her is one, because flyer. Two, she's another princess unit. Three, she could go in conjunction with Cherry, and those two can just like freaking fly around the map doing massive damage and just killing all the enemies. And you're just having the others just like try to keep up with her and take care of the other ones that they shouldn't be taken care of. You know, so Claret and Cherry's role for me is now you can have Cherry attack mages and you can have Claret attack the archers. And of course, you could have your other princess team, or if you want to cross them, and you could have basically have Leadin or Elwyn just take out the infantries. You can have Leadin guard against the cavalries, and you can have Elwyn help off against the lancers. So the way people use Claret in PvP is they like to have her stand on turn 1. So that way next round, she's going to basically fly across the map, even on the Apex arena, and she's going to go in and just freaking basically one turn kill someone if they're not guarded by a strong tank. Someone who could stop her, even if they do die, is Vargas, since he'll still live, but he's going to be taking a massive amount of damage, I assume. So that's my job, is to get Claret 6-star as fast as possible when her banner comes out. And I'm basically going to be trying to save up the same equipment that Cherry uses to put on Claret, which means Ragnarok, Last Rites, Jamunger's Eye, and Slayer's Emblem. That's how I'm going to be running my Claret. And of course, she's going to use Rough Sea as well. I did see some CM players run Breeze, but I don't really know if Breeze is could be considered good if she has her talent, unless they move, and of course the Breeze activates prior before the movement, and there you go, you have like, and say she attacks someone for like 2 or 3 blocks away, they have that 8 block move on the next turn. That's the only reason I can see Breeze be useful in my opinion. But I'm just gonna be running Rough Sea on Claret. So that's also the reason why you saw me have so much damage, like over 14k, because I'm saving as much as I can. Now, if you're gonna be planning to pull for Claret, I do recommend you pull on the banner right now, because she does sneak Sigma. Is it Sigma? Is that the right name? Yeah. You're gonna need Sigma, which is the swordsman with the red hair guy, for one of her bonds. And if you don't already have Luna, you're gonna need her as well. So those are the 2 units you're gonna need for her bond, for her 4th and 5th bond. So I do recommend, if you do want to pull for Claret and follow and try to get her as well, and you try to want to maximize her as much as you can, right now pull for Sigma and then pull for Luna as well. So that's my future progress, and that's going to be my future video as well. And I do hope everyone's there to see me pour my heart and soul into it and try to get her. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you guys with Claret on the next one. Laters.